pretend to be an interviewer for a brief moment to take you back to your beginnings.
Yes.
Because you had a little bit of teaching, basically all performing. Cindy had a lot of other jobs.
Yeah.
Because you were ear piercer, you were a life model.
It's not good to do ear piercing if you're squeamish. It's not a good...
Did you faint when you were doing it?
No, but this, you know, the staple gun, I forgot about the staple gun. I thought it was just gonna be, I picked a purchase out with her. I did the dots on her ears where they were gonna go, and then you have to put the things in the machine and squeeze. The minute I felt it go through the flesh, I got like skeeved, so I let go of it, and it was swinging on her. You know, she was a Polish lady. She was a very nice lady.
Yeah.
It was on Manhattan Avenue in Greenpoint, and it was like a department store, but not that good because we didn't have the intercom. We just had Big Mary. And Big Mary, she was opening up the thing going, Doris, I think Cindy needs you, Doris. That was my boss. And, you know, but we got this thing out of her ear. She was very nice. She wasn't mad. She was laughing.
It was only the ear she wanted pierced.
You had it hanging out of her.
Someone else flapping down the street.
It does seem children who like performing have very active imaginations. And I know the last time we were on, we found out we had something very special in common, that we both pretended to be sick. This is true, isn't it? I mean, this is the story, that we both pretended to be sick, and then both ended up having our appendix taken out for no reason at all.
I'm so relieved to know you.
Yeah, no.
Because I felt so aligned with that. No.
And then and then Paul O'Grady, who's a chat show host here, he did it too.
A couple of people have come out and admitted that they've actually done that as well. I've met a couple of others.
Yeah, it's a small club, but it's a good one.
Oh,
yeah.
Do you know why? I mean, why did you do that?
I just didn't want to go to school that day.
Yeah, that's it. Anything to get you out of school.
I'm horrified now that I didn't think of that as a child.
Because you did it too, though. Not that, but you told lies and you...
Similar things. Yeah, I used to burn my head on the radiator before my mum would come up and take my temperature through a towel, so I wouldn't have, like, indentations on my forehead, just the heat.
I
really
like
snapped.
it. I like it.
Also, my cousin was really sick, like, in hospital, and I remember my mum saying to me, I just remember when I saw his eyes rolling, it was really awful, and that's when we knew. So I thought, got it.
I used to try and get out of school, but I felt guilty about pretending to be sick, so I used to spin around in my room to actually feel sick, so then I'd feel a bit better. It's true. And then my granddad, on the other hand, when you lie to the school, my granddad died 7 times in 1 year.
Did it catch on?
No, they just thought we were foreign and kind of had lots of grandparents.
Well, let's just open this out to the audience. I know some people told us they were liars as children. Who told us the stories? So, hands up. Okay, excuse I, back in a moment.
Go for it.
All right, who's handed up? Well, he's up there. Hello, stand up, do.
Hello.
What's your name?
Lawrence.
This is Lawrence.
Hi, Lawrence.
Sometimes I go into the audience and I think, you're not a real person. So, what lie did you tell Lawrence?
Well, when I was 10, my family and I went away on holiday. I am a real person.
Yes, okay.
My family and I went away on holiday and...
Where'd you go?
We were in Australia. We went to the beach.
So you were there already?
Yes, we were there already. Anyway, but we went away on holiday and to seem more interesting and sophisticated to the local kids, I pretended to be French. Although I don't speak French. And so I just ended up saying words like, bonjour, and then just making up, you
know what? I feel that holiday was really formative.
I used to do that too. Maybe it's an Australian thing.
All over the appendix, the Frenchness. And did it work? Did you make friends?
No.
Miriam is a thing. She doesn't like to know who she's coming on with. Because last time you liked Will.i.am, but you didn't know who Will.i.am was, did you?
I actually didn't. And he's charming. He's a most delightful gentleman, really. But unknown to me. That was the thing.
Yes. So how are you doing tonight?
Well...
Have you ever worked with Dominic? Have you worked with Dominic?
Yes, we have.
No, we haven't, darling, have we?
No, we haven't, actually.
No. But I hope we will.
Yes.
I think I've seen you in The History Boys.
Yes.
I think I saw that.
Yeah, good.
That's good.
And I can't remember you, but I thought you were...
Very memorable.
No, did you see Mamma Mia? He was very good in Mamma Mia. Did you see that?
That was a dreadful film. Did you think that was a good film?
I can't possibly say no.
Yes! It was fun, Miriam! It was the film of Mamma Mia!
It was a very popular film with people.
Yes! That's all we can hope for, Miriam, really. We dream of making things that are popular with people. And wasn't that the one where the family came to see you making it, Dominic? It was the first time your family came to see you?
Yeah, that was the first time they saw me do any filming work. And the particular point that they came in to yes, that's that monstrosity I was wearing.
You?
That is, do you not remember that bit? You'd stopped watching it by then, that happens at the end. They came and saw me and saw that that's where I was heading in life, and I'm not sure what they exactly thought of it. But I think Pierce, that when we were wearing those things, felt slightly more uncomfortable because we were in the same building that James Bond was filming. So as Daniel Craig, just on the year they'd sort of changed over. So as we were walking across the parking lot wearing those, Daniel Craig was pulling up in an Aston Martin, particularly cool. So I didn't feel quite as bad.
I don't know what happened to you at the end. Were you just exhausted from where you were shot or something?
I was exhausted from hitting that man and running up those fucking stairs.
Excuse me, Miss Bliss, you were running down the stairs. I was running up the stairs. You pushed the bad guy into me, and I fell down the stairs, too. This is not partnering.
Can you bear to look at them anymore? Have you watched the DVD?
Tyne has.
All I see is a bunch of people who aren't quite sure what they're doing yet. Do you know? And then it gets better and better. I mean, I think the second season is much better, and the third's better than that. But you have to buy the first season, or they won't put the second season out.
Okay.
It's a business, dear. No, so...
I like that selling. you want the good stuff, you'll have to buy this. It's like the wine at Jesus' wedding. It's like, we're saving the good stuff.
The way to watch it, actually, I think the first season, or the funnest part for me is watch it backwards, and we just young up. Thinner and more tight, and everything's fantastic. Everything's, you know...
In the credits, what's the story about there's one bit in the credits where somebody snatches a handbag, and you guys have to chase him.
Yeah, it's part of the... shall I take this one?
Yours.
It is, it's funny. This... in the main credits, they were shooting us chasing a perp who had grabbed a woman's handbag on the streets of New York, and he ran with it. Every single time they tried to shoot it, some real New Yorker would go after the actor who grabbed her handbag and tackled him. And this guy was down. They did it 6, 7, 8 times. They finally gave up.
The indifferent New Yorkers were charging in like great citizens, you know.
It's saving this woman's handbag.
Oh, dear. And is it true in your new book there's a talk show host?
There is. He's very attractive.
Yes,
He's
Jackie.
very outspoken.
Yes, Jackie.
Yes, he's American.
To disguise me. So I won't sue.
Well, that's what people say I do, you see.
No,
you play the
that's
guessing
true.
game.
But lots of people think they're in your books.
Oh, yes, yeah. And they're not always, you know, happy about it.
But loads of people thought they were the stud, didn't they?
They all thought they were the stud. Warren Beatty and, you know, George Hamilton, they all thought they were the stud. Every guy in Hollywood wants to be a stud.
Well, every guy in the world wants to be a stud.
Would you consider yourself a stud?
Yes, I would, Jackie.
John, would you consider yourself a stud?
To some types, yeah.
Well, they're fun to write about. You know, people say to me, why do you write about these, you know, very virile, very well...
endowed?
Thank you. And I say, well, why wouldn't I? You know, what if I'm going to write about a guy, wouldn't he be well endowed? I mean, why
You're
not?
living in your head, they might as well be.
Exactly. Yeah, it is the year of the penis.
You know, you were saying, why do you think it's the year of the penis?
Because I come to England and I put on the television, it's 11 o'clock at night, and there's 3 totally normal blokes standing there, and the guy says, well, these 3 gentlemen want to be larger. And so, at which point, they all drop their trousers. Did anybody see this? Yeah, they did, you see.
Anyone
they dropped their trousers. And it was very bold. And then I just came back from South Africa yesterday, and on my laptop, there's like 120 messages about how to get a big penis. So that's why I say...
Who did you email, Jackie?
I saw it, maybe it's the year of the vagina, too, because I saw on an airplane, I sat down in first class next to a man who was looking at a full porno magazine, cut out giant pictures of vaginas, just, I thought, make yourself comfortable. You know, I sat right next to him, and, you know, usually you might want to go like this.
You know, you're on the show, we haven't had you on the show, there's lots of things I want to talk about, so briefly, just briefly, right. I do want to touch on Mork and Mindy, which I'm sure you get...
It's fun. We had a great time.
And I suppose we've forgotten that we'd never seen anything like that on television before. I mean, do you know what I mean? Your performance in that...
It was so crazy that it was once again, they just let me do what I did, and they sat back, and it used to be, you do your thing. And
was it really that kind of like... did they write it in? Did they just go, and then Robin's funny?
Yeah, good luck. Take care. They used to have a censor because I would kind of go off, and they had a woman... They finally had to get a woman who spoke Yiddish and Chinese to kind of cover, because I was throwing in references, and they went, I know what that means. So I was, you know, trying so many different things. But the first year was crazy because they really didn't have a sense of... And they just said, OK, we don't know what to... They couldn't impose anything because they didn't know how I was going to go with it.
And the extraordinary thing is, like, you know, because lots of comics do get a hit sitcom, it's brilliant, but for you then to come out of that and have the amazing film career you've had on top of that...
It's been quite I mean, it started off a little strange with Popeye, where it was like, whoops, but then... and then work your way back!
Exactly. I watched that quite recently, and it's a beautiful, beautiful film.
It really is. It just was a movie. It was like, at the end, it was like Ed Wood. They ran out of money. Shelley was in this pond with an octopus with no mechanism going, help! Help! And, you know, but it was a sweet, sweet movie.
And really lovely music as well.
Oh, great music. It's Harry Nilsson. I mean, the combination was pretty insane. Harry Nilsson, Jules Pfeiffer, Robert Altman, even Nostradamus would go, I gotta go, you know? It was a great group of people.
But then you were just absolutely on a roll after that.
Yeah, I got to do... the great thing for me is, no matter what movie it is, I get to work with extraordinary people. I've worked with, you know, people like Glenn Close, John Lithgow, Walter Matthau, Max von Sydow, Robert De Niro, Pacino. You know, I didn't get to work with Brando. I met him, and he was very, very excited to go, you're so funny. I couldn't work with you because I'd be laughing all the time and I'd drop my chicken.
And how did people like De Niro and Pacino take to you?
Well, the weird thing with Pacino is, you know, he's a method actor, so he would... The first day on the set, I came to visit, and he was on... He prepared for the scene by doing this kind of... Rah! Rah! And I was backstage, and I went... Me. And he got, who did that? Who did that? It's me, Mr. Pacino. Nice to meet you. And he went, oh, hey, Robin, it's you. Okay, we'll start. Let's do this. Let's do this. You know, with De Niro, I know him, so he's like, let's try. It'll be fun. It'll be good. That'll be good. That's nice. You know? And my favorite, a guy to work with who's probably the craziest, most wonderful, is Chris Walken. Because he says things in the weirdest way anybody does. I love you so much that I can't... Shit. But it is the way that I do it, and after you get to work with all these people, the whole experience of making movies is just the joy of working with all of them, plus great cinematographers, great directors, great crew in weird places, you know, and for me, it's a gift. I mean, it's really kind of a joy. And the chance to do characters like 1 Hour Photo, to play someone that creepy, you get to explore criminal behavior and not do jail time.
Yeah. Now, listen, there's been mixed messages from the set. We've had confusion. Can I confirm, did Ty the Elephant, or did she not, fart in your face?
You know,
I've been meaning to talk to you for a second. Because Rob went on a chat show in America and told some very elaborate story about how the elephant farted in my face. Like, completely with, like, graphic details. And it actually never happened.
And you know why Reese is saying this? Is because it was her talk show story and I stole it off her. And I'm just denying it.
Reclaim it, reclaim it.
That might be a smidge true. I did say to him, let me tell my own stories, okay? Now, the truth is, I was rehearsing with her, and I was standing underneath her, and I couldn't see anything, and I literally heard a gunshot go off, and I hit the floor, like, literally. So I hit the floor, I started crawling out there. I was like, oh, my God, what the hell was that? What the hell was that? And the trainers were literally just laughing their asses off. Like, she just farted.
Oh man, in my imagination that was so much more amusing. I thought it was like another. I can't believe I just said that.
Yeah, nice, Reese, nice, but yeah.
There's something about the width of an elephant's ass that I swear I heard her once. Like, she could do real like rumbles. I mean, they would go on for like 45 seconds.
This is not appealing. Can we wrap this up?
Okay, do you know? Okay, let me wrap it up. Let me wrap it up with this. This show has been going for, I don't know, 12 or 13 years, and we used to watch in the early days. We used to watch these rude little MPEGs that people would see us, and it's weird. I always thought this was a fake MPEG, but listening to you talking, I think maybe it's true. Have you seen this?
Yes, and I told her to watch it the whole time. She never watched it.
Well, you're about to.
This is something I don't want to see.
Oh, then shut your eyes. Shut your eyes.
You want me to shut my eyes?
Shut your eyes. Shut your eyes now. I would
watch
say.
it for my character development.
Okay, here we go. You'll have seen this before. It's a man cleaning the elephant cage. It's all going very well, and then.
Oh my God.
You have to look. You have to look.
Oh my God.
It's over. It's over. It's over.
I was literally the unluckiest man on the planet. I don't think that's ever happened.
Luckiest. Can you imagine coming home from work, your wife going, "How was work, dear?"
Oh my God. I don't think you'd ever feel clean again.
Imagine you'd seen that before you worked with Ty.
Probably a reason I didn't need to see that.
I literally watch it in the pre-production time to get into my character. 'Cause I'm like, I do that a lot, sweeping up the poo. But
Yes. In the movie, yeah.
And I was thinking, like, what would happen if this happened?
You can pop that on the DVD extras. It'll be nice. You have your own action figure from Pushing Daisies.
Do I?
Yes. Do you not? Have you not seen this?
Is it one when you push it at the bottom and yeah.
There you go.
Look, can you see the resemblance?
It's uncanny. It's like Madame Tussauds. They must have spent weeks measuring, taking photographs.
It's the scale, isn't it?
So basically, I think it's like...
I'm dead.
You're dead, I touch you, alive! It's cute, isn't it? It is cute. But in the show, you couldn't physically touch a partner.
Yeah.
Right,
We found magic ways of being sexual together, so we kissed through plastic, and we've had a compartment in the car, so it was a glove that was made into the car, so you'd have to be able to hold hands and wear strange outfits. I thought they should have invented, like, the big body condom, and they could have actually really had, sexual relations.
Well, you say they should have invented the giant body condom.
Have you got a giant body condom?
And can I say...
how marvellous.
No, the weird thing is, we didn't make this.
Oh, what, there is such a thing?
You can buy them.
Can we see one?
Hello? That's what it is.
What would you insert yourself into?
Can I just say, see the size of the machine I got this out of?
Yeah. But you can't lift the lube, can you?
You take a look. Yeah. Okay, so let's try it on someone. Do we have... is there anyone in the audience who has longed to touch Anna but hasn't been... Oh, look at him! Oh! Okay, so you'd like to touch Anna, but you know you can't. Okay, well, come down. We'll pop this on you. Come on. Down you go. Here we go. You stand. You stay there. You stand in the middle. You stand like that. All right. Now, can you...
I'm going to help you.
Well, if you stand on the sofa, you can hold the teat.
Yeah.
Okay. How desperate are you to be on telly, can I just say?
teats. The teats.
Oh no,
popped.
sorry.
There we go.
Okay,
There.
you
Hang on,
hold,
let me
you
hold
keep
that.
holding.
Right.
Hold tighter. There we go. Okay, it's quite. Isn't this difficult? What's your name, by the way?
Robert.
This is Robert.
Robert, yeah.
Robert.
Hiya.
In his
I would
dreams,
shake your hand, but it's not going to happen, is it? Look.
in his dreams, he probably thought maybe one day Anna Friel will put a condom on me.
And I'm standing in just the right place.
This isn't really how you wanted it to happen, is it?
Is that far enough down?
Is that far enough down? Yes, to the base of the shaft.
Yes. No, we've got a gap.
It's good, isn't it?
There could be some kind of leakage.
I tell you, it's not. And the thing is, not only can you have sex in it, afterwards you can use it as a sleeping bag.
Well, I have the same problem. Look, it's loose. It's too big. I have the same problem, yeah.
It's not something you see every day. An arse in a condom.
No. Oh. Are you all right?
There you go. Well done, you. Even in a recession, there's still a market for body condoms. Isn't that correct? You're right there. Oh, bless. Well, dressed like that, you're not going to get anybody pregnant, are you? Because you'll never get a girlfriend. Everyone's family's a bit weird, but yours is like social services should come around.
They're watching this. I've already heard.
No, is it true that you actually go around with a notebook and just wait for things?
It's absolutely true, but I don't think my family are any more bonkers than anybody else, but my dad has got history. He's provided me with half my material. I don't know, I should say... Yes, I will say this.
Go on, say it.
My dad did a long-form wind-up on me a couple of years ago. My dad's he's a really proud Welshman. And we were on a long car journey together, and he said that he thought it was, and I quote, sickening that I knew nothing about my Welsh heritage, and he wanted to teach me a traditional Welsh song. So he taught it me, and I will sing it, June, thank you.
Sing it.
Because I think it's beautiful. Here it is. Ma'r wywedan y bodd, jabio'r y ffoni twlltyn, ma'r monkey dan y coeden, chwarae a fwy tatws.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, very
I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah. She'll sample it.
Yeah. It took me ages to learn it, and my dad said he was really proud of me, and it was 1 year later, that I sang it to a Welsh friend of mine, expecting him to be impressed, and he goes, what the hell's that? And I said, it's a beautiful traditional Welsh hymn. And he goes, no, it isn't, Greg. I've never heard the song before, and do you know what it means? And I said, I don't know what it means, and here is the direct translation. The squirrel is under the table, ram it up my The monkey is in the tree playing with its potatoes.
Very good. Now, you, Stephanie Powers, Miss Goody Two-Shoes, you were quite wild as a young girl, weren't you?
Who told you?
Well, I read it somewhere.
Did you?
No, you weren't. Didn't you end up in juvenile hall or something?
You find out everything, don't you?
No, it's not that bad. Now I feel like I've stumbled up.
Well,
Yeah.
It was a prank. It was a school prank. You know, we were 15
Hollywood High
years
School.
old, Hollywood High School. Cut down a tree. You know.
Who was that a prank on?
Terrible. It was really terrible. We cut down a tree. We were treated like juvenile delinquents, and there were about 6 of us, and we were all, you know, I was a cheerleader, and everybody was really clean cut, and they were wearing their little tennies, and we were hauled down to juvenile hall, and we were sitting there with rapists, car thieves, tattooed, you know, all kinds of things all over their head, and they were saying, "What did you do?" We said, "We cut down a tree."
Why did you do it?
We're driving by the school, and somebody said, "Guess what I found in the back of the car? A saw." Doesn't everybody? Just happened to have a saw in the back of the car.
It was divine intervention.
It must have
yes.
been.
It was meant to be.
Meant to be. So we just chopped down the tree.
I'm impressed by the level of fitness that required.
But years later, and actually only a few years ago, we did a ceremony where I brought a tree back to Hollywood High School and planted it.
Oh.
So.
you're both sort of associated with plastic surgery, I guess.
Not me.
I'm sorry. Silly me.
I really look down, but I can't.
But because isn't that thing, because you play a doctor, then people believe it's true. So they'll come up and what do they do? They come up and say, is it time? What should I do? Or do they ask you to,
You know, because of it's kind of an extraordinary show, and obviously all these people I get to sleep with and all that kind of stuff, and he's kind of a nymphomaniac type doctor. You get many different types of propositions, including, would you like to sleep with my wife? Would you give her a boob job at the same time? And a table of women who are all, you know, I was out to dinner one night and they asked me to come over and say hello and said, what could be done to her, my friend here? You know, so it just depends on, you know, but they're a pretty randy bunch of people out there. I tell you, when you open Pandora's box, it really kind of opens up the opportunity for people to do what they want.
Wow, that sounds brilliant.
But they lie. They all lie. I mean, these women come down the red carpet, and first of all, they're very thin. They all smell of vomit. So we already... I don't die. I won't shake their right hands, because, you know... Hello. Back off. And then everyone does Botox. That's the new diet.
Yeah.
They just shoot, they can't open their mouths, so they lose weight. Do you like a shot? I love a shot, and I can't get the damn thing in my mouth.
I love it. Or they're smiling like this.
Your mother...
No eyebrows moving. I remember the first time a friend of mine came over and he got his thing, God, he's very still up here. I don't know what he's... It's amazing how he does that. And he's like, I just got shots in the head. Oh, Lord, what you're talking about. I think that's hysterical. That's really hysterical. No, I'll be able to express myself in a week.
Cher is my good friend. You go, Cher, your mother died. Don't you care? I'm crying. I'm crying.
On the inside, I'm weeping.
But no, the thing is, everyone's had plastic surgery now, and there's a story in the news here this week that apparently a new trend for senior citizens to spend their pensions on breast lifts and tummy tucks.
Vagina lifts.
Vagina lifts?
Oh, it'd be so wonderful.
We've done them on my show.
See? Vagina lifts.
While you were there.
Well, no. But, you know, because if your mother's... all these women in the front row, did any of your mothers ever tell you your vagina's going to drop? No, mothers don't say this.
My mother told me that. I'm still waiting. I'm very excited.
They should say to you, it's going to be all right, because when you have a hot flash, you can wipe your forehead with your vagina. Make it positive. Make it positive.
That's a visual, isn't it?
That was really funny. These young women in the front row clapping and laughing because they don't believe you. Jeffrey, you embraced the nudity as a student actor, didn't you?
When I was at university, it was the late 60s, early 70s. It was a very countercultural time, and a lot of really hot stuff was happening on campus. But by that stage, nudity had become very, very passé, you know, from Hair and O Calcutta and everything.
Hair.
Yeah, it's a great piece. But by that stage, I said to the guy directly, why don't we just have a really quick little sort of cynical blackout sketch where I come out and say, this is a student review, no doubt you're expecting somebody to get their gear off, and I'd undress really quickly and there'd be a blackout, and they kind of laughed and thought that's pretty funny. Unfortunately, the director of the newly formed Queensland Theatre Company saw that review, and that's how I got my first professional gig. And I suppose, like to think that he thought I had a big future in front of me. You could see that coming.
Yeah. If you take your clothes off, you'd be surprised how many jobs you'll get.
Yeah.
Hugh Grant has a terrible toilet story. Was it on a French train?
It was suggested to me backstage that I might tell this story.
Do you not want to? It is a terrible story.
I was on a French train. It was just after 4 Weddings had come out. And
I didn't realise...
Yes, because people were being very nice to me. French people kept saying, we love your film. And I said, thank you, very nice, thank you. And I was by myself going to some film festival. And I had a terrible pain in my arse. I thought, this is uncool, you know, I'm nodding at everyone, thank you, but my arse is killing me. And it then occurred to me that I might have hemorrhoids. I thought, oh, God, it's my first pile. It was bound to come at some point. This will be it. And I became fixated. I thought, I have to see this thing. It's so painful. So I went to the loo on this very modern TGV French train. And I thought, I've got to look at my arse. So I tried it. It's a very, very difficult thing to do. And finally found the only way was to stand on the loo seat, pull my arse cheeks as wide apart as I could, and look back through my legs. I actually got quite a good view, and at that point I realised I had not mastered the lock on the door. And one of these incredibly nice French people who'd been nice about my film came in and saw me for some reason. So it was a bad moment. I feel I've invaded my own privacy. I'll be in trouble for that.
So obviously the time-lapse cameras on there, but do they wait for a fly to come in, or do they just kind of go, there's a fly?
You don't do that sort of thing.
Dinner time. And of course, it must have been a joy for you to film this because it was filmed at Kew.
Yeah, that's the great thing about Kew, is that there are plants from all over the world. Plants from the top of the Alpine mountains, plants from the jungles, from the deserts. They're all there.
And not far from your house.
And
no, because that must be such a relief, because even your last television series, they sent you off to the North Pole and the South Pole.
Yes.
Which, that's physically really demanding, isn't it?
Well, only if you do it in 36 hours. But
yes.
I have to tell you, I didn't walk.
You just slacker.
No, I didn't. It was a helicopter. And you have to wait for a helicopter. And while you're waiting for it, you're living in tents, you know. But they're very comfortable tents, warm tents.
But then they send you outside and make you do bits to camera.
Only very quickly. No, it is true. But actually, it's a doddle, you know. If you get the right gear, there's no problem. You know, but the difficulty is if things go wrong. If you lose a glove, you may well have lost 2 or 3 fingers, you know.
Yes.
But if you don't lose a glove and you do things right, it's a cakewalk.
Because Cameron, you did a wildlife series.
I did a little a show called Yes, I Did. I was trying to be like you, but I'm not as well.
Do you strangle snakes?
Well, you know, I've had snakes. My first pet when I was 11, my mom and dad said, "What do you want for your birthday?" I said, "I want a snake." So I got a snake for my 11th birthday. He was a 6-foot-long Florida king snake named Norton.
You're kidding.
No, really, Norton. Really? Her name was Norton.
Oh. Norton?
You know the Honeymooners? Jackie Gleason?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so Norton was his sidekick. It was just one of those things that happened in my family. My household, you can't really explain it. But yes, and I did a show called Trippin' on MTV about 7 years ago where I traveled around and I went to Jane Goodall's to Tanzania. And I had that experience with the chimps there. You know, their morning ritual when they get up in the morning, and the first thing the alpha does is put his bum over the side and take a crap in the morning, then goes and beats the shit out of the beta male, and then goes and bangs the alpha male. Alpha female, sorry. Alpha female.
Wow.
Pardon me.
That footage is worth something.
Yeah. And, you know, it's just the order of things that and then he has breakfast, of course, after that. And that's how his day starts, right?
That's correct, yeah.
So I witnessed the right thing. They didn't.
They weren't acting up because Hollywood's here. It's Cameron Diaz! So you were in a Bond movie.
Yes, I was when I just started out.
Who were you?
I can't quite remember if I even had a name. It was right at the beginning of the movie, and we're on a submarine. And I think
Which one?
Tomorrow Never Dies. Yeah. Roger Spottiswoode directed it. And what happened was I was the ship's quartermaster, and we are being attacked by the bad guy who they dropped torpedoes in the water. So my lines were torpedo bearing range 2,000. And then I had to say, I think the MiGs must have dropped it. And then I had to say, we're down by the stern, sir. And then I had to say, we're now 14 degrees down by the stern, sir. Now, there's this technical advisor who says he wouldn't say that. He's not the guy that would say that. And I'm like, are you kidding? My whole life I wanted to say, no, bearing range 2,000, gone. And then he says, he also wouldn't say the MiGs have dropped it. It's not his line. And I'm going, will you shut up? So in the end, all I had to say was, we're down by the stern, sir. And we're now 14 degrees down by the stern, sir. And I was so nervous that I would just wait for I knew the guy who was speaking before me. I really thought, I'm never going to make it as an actor if this is how I'm working. And they were on everybody else, and finally when they come round to me and I say, we're down by the stern, sir. We're now 14 degrees down by the stern, sir. Roger Spottiswoode says, what's he saying? and the guy who got the line, the first two lines, was really quite effeminate. So all you heard, this is how it came out. He's like, torpedo, bearing, range, 2,000. And then he says, oh, I think the MiGs must have dropped it. I'm going, are you kidding me? You gave it to that guy? So that was my experience of Bond.
But now, just to take you back, because the thing is, all those stories are in the book, but there's also a lot about when you were young. And it is, you know, if you're sitting at home and you've just put the children to bed and you're looking at your little angel, just bear in mind that this man here, this was him at once upon a time. This is what he looked like.
That was me.
That was you. Who knew?
Who knew I was going to be the Prince of Darkness? It
even looks like he's praying there.
I know.
He's a little angel.
I was pounding super glue. I couldn't get my hands open.
And before you found music, I mean, you did struggle. You did lots of different jobs, didn't you?
Yeah, I was my first job was a plumber, but I didn't like that because the only time you get work is in the winter when the pipes are burst. So that didn't like it. And then my mother got me a job in a factory, tuning car horns. It's true to say that was my first musical job.
What, tuning car horns?
Yeah, sitting in a soundproof room, and they would come along and come back. My mother would be going, no, keep on working. And then I would tune, and they had to do 900 car horns a day. It's like being in a sound asylum. Well, you need one of them at the end of the day.
And then you worked in an abattoir as well, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Dying trade, though. I worked there I quite enjoyed that because when you get there early in the morning, by the time they've finished all the killing, you go home. So you had... And, you know, I think everybody...
Trying to make your face. He's bitten the heads off things.
It just sounds so extraordinary to say, oh, I quite like that. But by the time they finished all the killing, you can go home then.
Somebody's got to do it. It doesn't come out dinosaur-shaped cows. Burgers aren't coming.
I love the fact you've given away that you eat dinosaur-shaped food now.
He's a dad. He's a dad. No, but then you turned to crime. You became a burglar.
Yeah, that was even worse.
Yeah, you
I wore gloves with the thumb out. That was how good I was. James Bond 003 and a half. I found me in the garden with a 24-inch television crushing my chest. I fell off the wall with it.
You've been to Australia.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
And now you had an incident. I think was it in a zoo? You had an incident.
Oh yes, it was.
So you're there and you were visiting his emus.
What happened was, see, there's this zoo and it's in Australia, right? And we go up and the zoologist, and I don't do dialects very well, but he was Australian, and he said something to the effect of, now, I'll try it. You got to be really careful as it is mating season for the emus. Don't turn your back on them. I took it as a challenge. So anyway, we went and looked at emus, about like that, and I was looking at an emu, and suddenly, what the hell? There's an emu behind me with like a bird boner. I mean, what the I'm telling it like it was, and it was not like, you know...
Was it impressive?
It didn't look like lipstick, I'll tell you that.
Well, you don't expect it from a bird, somehow.
No, you don't. I mean, monkeys, I know. I will not work with monkeys at all, ever again, because if they get frustrated, for instance, then they'll disappear up into the rafters and start pulling the set apart and masturbating. Why are you laughing? It's the truth. It's serious.
do for a living? And that monkey that you saw in that picture, that one, I don't know if you have it again, but yeah, that one, you little asshole.
Is he biting you there?
You know what he's doing? He's wearing a fur bikini because he's got a perpetual erection.
So what, they put a little bit of fake fur
Yeah,
on
they
him?
had to build him a little fur bikini to put on him.
Oh, there it is! Look, you can see it!
He would get ticked off, and what he was doing, he pulled part of the hairpiece off instead. And I thought, well, that's not good. And then he got really angry with me, and he climbed up and went and had a wank somewhere. As all good actors do.
Yeah! Listen, we wondered how our audience would fare if they had a go. Now, I think you'll agree they look pretty street, pretty fly, pretty down with the kids.
There's a flower on it.
Oh, yeah. So, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just using words. They've had a go. We sent them a little task during the week, so they've had a go at writing some raps. And I've got some here. Now, I've got a little mini cam thing now. So, where is it Hannah Bresling? Hannah Bresling? Where's Hannah?
Hannah.
There's Hannah. Hannah calls herself MC Spud. Or are you Scottish and that's Muck Spud? I don't know.
MC Spud.
MC Spud. Oh, are you Irish?
I am indeed.
She's Irish.
Irish.
Now, here's an Irish rap. E-V-E-R-Y, body looking at me. I'm a little Irish leprechaun. What you get is what you see. Don't have much money or a lot of time, and I've never been good with busting a rhyme. Sent using BlackBerry from our... Not bad. Nah, that's not bad. I hear you met a very important person, a VIP.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I was staying in the same hotel. I'd been there for about 3 months, on and off. And I was walking through the reception one morning to go to work, and the manager came out and he said, "Mr. Gallagher, can I just have a word?" And I was like, "Oh, what?" And he said, "Get in the office." And I was like, "Oh, shit." So I kind of think, I wonder what I've been smoking in the room again. And he said, "Oh, I don't want to alarm you." He said, "But you may get a visit over the weekend from the Secret Service." And at that point, I took my sunglasses off and was like, "What?" And he said, "The Secret Service, I don't want to alarm you, but they're going to pay you a visit." And I was like, "The Secret Service? What Secret Service?" And he went, "The American Secret Service." And I'd just got a computer for Christmas, that previous Christmas, and I kind of hack away at it, trying to work it, and I'm kind of doing this, and I'm thinking, have I sent something? Is there someone in one of those, like, Thunderbirds big screens going, "What's that?" And I was like, "The Secret Service," and they said, "Well, you know, they're coming in with a very special guest, and he usually takes up all the top floor." He said, "But I've told him there's a celebrity here from England and I can't move him." And I was like, "Oh, right, me, brilliant." And I said, who is it then?" And he said, "Well, I can't say." And I was going, "Oh, come on, who is it? Is it Obama? You know, is it Bill Clinton? Is it Elton John?" And he said, "It's the King of Tonga." So there was just me and him on the whole of this floor and the CIA. But when I finally got to meet the king, now I don't know whether I watched too much Scooby-Doo, which I probably do, but I thought he'd have a grass skirt on. And I did. And he kind of got into the lift when I was there, and he's like, some guy from Buckinghamshire, he went, "Oh, hello, you're the rock star." And I was like, "Where are the drums?"
How did you know he was a king? Did he tell you? Did he say, "I'm the King of Tonga"?
He had a T-shirt on, one of those T-shirts. There's 2 security guards that said, "I'm with the King of Tonga."
Now, listen, I must talk to you because obviously your career, you've had this extraordinary career, and more recently you've gone into acting.
Well, yes, I am fundamentally an actress. And I've played Lady Macbeth, I've played so many roles. And fortunately, it took the Americans to recognise my abilities in that area. Never in England was I given parts. I I'm better than Judi Dench. Much, much better. And, I'm afraid, taller.
Because we loved you at Ally McBeal in America.
Oh, Ally McBeal,
in
of
Ally
course.
McBeal. We've got a picture of you. There you are with what's it, Callista Flockhart.
There's Callista. Now, of course, Mrs. Jones, Mrs. Whatever it is. Indiana Jones.
Yes, I believe we have a picture of her with Indiana Jones.
Oh, yes.
Indiana Jones and the Crystal Skull. Is the name of the film he's in. Yes. Did you meet Harrison?
Of course, I introduced Harrison. Harrison, you know, is a carpenter. By trade, Harrison Ford is a carpenter. He's a brilliant worker of wood. And he is.
Yes.
And I don't know why that's amusing, but it is. And he was doing some bookshelves for me. And little Callista Flockhart. It's a funny name, too, isn't it, really? She popped in for a cup of tea and I introduced them and magic occurred. I've done that to so many people. I've made mistakes. I introduced Nicole Kidman to Tom Cruise. That wasn't such a good idea. I mean, yeah, she said she needed a shoulder to cry on. He had to stand on a chair.
There's Tom and his new... well,
yes.
Honestly, looks like she's doing the school run, doesn't it?
And look, he's wearing your jacket, too. Isn't he? He's wearing something squeaky.
It obviously comes in child sizes as well. and obviously, there are big stars in Hollywood that you must know. I mean, people like Mel Gibson, you must have...
Mel, I helped him very early on. He's a diminutive person, too. And I had a school, a little drama school at my home. When I was just a housewife before megastardom smiled on me.
Yes.
And it was called The Dead. D-E-A-D. It was the Dame Edna Academy of Drama. I used to hear a little knock on the kitchen door, and it was Mr. and Mrs. Gibson with little Mel saying, could I help him, teach him some poems? And then, of course, Mr. and Mrs. Minogue brought little Kylie along soon after she was born. I used to babysit little Kylie. As a matter of fact, I breastfed her once. I did. And my gynecologist told me that I'm still capable of breastfeeding. Isn't that incredible?
That is incredible.
No, that's useful to know in case we might get stuck in a lift or something like that.
Very exciting because you guys together again.
Yes.
You know, it's not just the royal wedding bringing love into lives. You're doing a big Shakespearean romantic comedy.
We are. It's kind of the original romantic comedy, really. Much Ado About Nothing.
It is, because you probably don't know, maybe you do know, they worked together before.
Doctor Who.
Yeah, you do know.
Yes, I do.
Yes.
BBC America.
There you go. There you go.
He's so cultured.
Yeah.
So Shakespeare, Much Ado About Nothing, you're Benedict, Beatrice, famous kind of dueling lovers.
Yes.
And is this the first time you've worked together since Doctor Who?
Well, in acting it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've done a lot of other... We've done...
Building? What else did you do?
Are you referring to my show as not acting? You were on my Christmas special.
Yeah, but that was...
Rude.
Rude.
That is quite rude.
You were acting. I just did a silly voice and some tight trousers on, really.
But yeah, it's the most substantial thing we've done. Yeah.
And because, you know, as David Cassidy famously sang, we could never be lovers, we've been friends too long. Yeah. Is it weird going to a world where you have to admit there's a possibility that you fancy each other?
No! What do you mean, in the play?
You mean in our fictional life?
Yeah, you're playing characters, and you have to say, actually, these two people could get it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right, isn't it?
I just wondered how you feel about that.
It's only a play.
Really good actors do have sex with each other when they're pretending to be famously.
What's to say we're not doing that after the show tonight?
Well, you know, that's what I asked.
Hang on.
Do you guys get fan fiction about that kind of thing? Because I get fans writing stories about possible relationships and things like that.
I think there is a bit of that, but I don't indulge.
I have a fan who, for about 4 years now, has had a one sort of sided dialogue with me because my agent doesn't pass on... I only found this out recently. My agent doesn't pass on the letters. But for about 4 years, he's been trying to get me to marry him. Like, but properly. He's from America. And...
That explains it.
That's right, yeah.
Was it a Mr. J. Groban? Last time, you guys were on the show together. And Anthony and Greg, they did a boxing challenge. And in a bit of a shock result, Anthony won.
Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird that the heavyweight champion of the world would beat a biscuit-eating comedian? He should have both his arms tied behind his back.
Now, so this time, we've got another challenge. The last time it was, you know those boxing things, and you hit the boxing thing. So that's what we did the last time. This time, we've gone for one of those funfair test of strength machines. Okay, so if you'd like to bring in the machine, here it is. Come down now to our test of strength. Now, the two of you are going to stand in front. You're going to have a bit of a face-off in front of it.
Okay.
Okay, we're taking this seriously. We're taking it seriously. And it is of strength, but I believe technique plays a huge part in this.
How tall are you?
So, oh, look! Oh! You're taller. You're taller. Now, okay. Okay, and now...
Maybe I'll be turning up.
To get us in the mood, Ken Brown is going to give us just a little bit of form before we do this. Okay, you do your face-off, Come on, come on. Okay, off you go,
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, on the left, they call him the Postman because he always delivers. It's the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Anthony Joshua! And on the right, they call him...
How's he looking at?
They call him the Courier.
The Courier?
Because he sometimes delivers... unless he gets stuck in traffic. Yes, it is Greg Man Mountain David!
So, AJ, you go first. Oh, that's not as heavy. I thought that was going to be heavier. Okay. Okay, you go first. You go first. Mind the cameras. Here we go. It's not golf. Whoa!
Oh, dear.
The button. You go now.
He missed it.
I know, I saw that.
So really, it doesn't matter how hard I hit, does it?
Well, you might miss it as well.
Like that.
Go, try, go on. Hit the bell. Go on.
Right.
Oh, here we go.